and welcome to the Council of Moms, the place where we laugh, we cry, we commiserate, we give each other advice, the kind of advice that we want to give our kids, that we give our kids, but that they don't listen to validate each other that, yeah, you're right and they're wrong. So maybe not wrong, but they should be listening. That is some golden advice. The Council of Moms is a safe place. The Council of Moms, you're doing better than you think. Council of Moms, would someone please give me a curfew and put me to bed, please? And as always, the Council of Moms made with real moms. I'm your host, Lisa Valentine Clark, mother of 5, friend to all, host to the moms. I do say, and I say this confidently, I've had a lot of mom experiences. Like, I've had a more of a potpourri of experiences than I ever thought I would. And that's the phase of motherhood that I'm here in today with these wonderful moms. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and explain what phase of mothering they're in.
Well, I am Tammy Hall, and I'm just laughing at your potpourri of experiences because
It's the only way I can say it. I don't know.
I just immediately thought of smells and the time my daughter threw up a tuna fish sandwich.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. See, now
It's the
that
worst vomit
is an
ever.
experience that not everyone gets, but you got to have it.
And it wasn't immediate. I mean, she'd eaten it, had been percolating a while. It's not like, it's the worst vomit ever. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. I was just thinking of smells.
I'm
Indeed.
glad that something that
Every
I
smell.
said spurred that memory.
Who would have guessed motherhood would have smells to it? Because it does.
So many smells.
So many smells.
Scratch and sniff, right? Or sniff.
Yeah, exactly. Scratch and sniff motherhood, for sure.
Motherhood, scratch and sniff away. Ugh.
No, that should be the merch that you guys sell.
That's
is you
right.
can buy scratch and sniff stickers.
There you
for
go.
That
You
is
know
a
how they have
gag gift.
Great idea.
Birdie
That's
Box
funny.
Yeah.
Ever flavor beans, but you have
Yes.
scratch and sniff every motherhood scent.
Yes.
Wow.
Because I
Yeah,
think
so
like
let's
there
see.
should be
That's
a
a
bleach
memory
soap
bank
because
right
bleach
there.
reminds
Scratch
me of
and
motherhood,
sniff
but also
memories.
like wet towels.
Yes.
Like, 'cause my
there
kids
should be a
cannot-
wet
yeah.
dog smell.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
A burnt
Dirty
cookie
socks.
smell. Something
Oh,
burnt.
burnt popcorn.
Something
Burnt food.
burnt.
Burnt.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys are killing it.
And then maybe a one that smells like fat flowers, but it's real faint because you don't get them sent to you very often.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you
Just
go.
a soft little smell of
It's like
flowers.
aspirational motherhood.
Dead,
like
dead flowers.
dead flowers.
Oh
Sure.
my God.
There's a smell to that.
Or it could be called flowers, but there's no smell.
Yeah.
Because they never come. There you go.
Because they're plastic or they're made out of
Yeah.
paper, which
Yeah.
is great.
Oh man.
Or that wet paint, like finger paint. You know that?
Oh,
that
yeah.
Play-Doh.
You could have a crayon
Yeah.
smell.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The
Lisa,
smells of motherhood. You guys, I think
I
we're
think this
onto
would be
something.
good.
Oh.
I love this. The smell of someone's hair who isn't taking enough showers.
Or the smell of those that don't dry their hair and they just walk
Oh.
out the door.
The smell of salty tears in a bathroom
Oh.
on the floor. just kidding. Not kidding.
oh, one could smell like chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is a thing.
Yeah, in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Or markers.
Hiding.
Markers could
You're-
be the smell.
It's like gourmet smells, but with the pantry, like
Yeah,
around
with the
the
musty
smell.
pantries.
Mhm.
Mhm. There's like beans and rice and
Yeah.
dry goods
Oh my gosh.
smells.
We could get so specific here, and it would
Such a
relate
good
to
idea.
everyone.
I like this. If anybody does scratch and sniff motherhood stickers, I just want a little bit of the kickback for Council of Moms.
Yeah, because this is funny.
Because this is funny, and I would buy those stickers.
Yeah.
I would buy them for all my
Then
friends.
Scratch
there
and
you
sniff.
go. Buy
A
'em for a
potpourri
friend.
of.
Did we introduce each other?
I was in the middle of it, and then I talked about my daughter throwing up tuna fish. That's what I
Okay.
got on the
Do you
scratch
want to
and
start
sniff
over
smell.
and then we'll just
No,
introduce
well,
everybody?
whatever.
Thanks,
I got 4 kids. We're a blended family. I didn't get married till I was 35, praise be. And then I married into 2 little kids and then had 2 kids. So now it's been a long
So
time.
you
We're
know
still,
lots of
it's-
different lives.
Oh, yeah, so many lives. And can you believe it? I still feel like I just barely got married, but it's been 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Like,
That's cool.
Our anniversary. We're going to try and go somewhere for our anniversary, which is rare because we rarely even spend it together in 20 years. But
Wow.
because we're always busy. This is it.
Yeah.
We're going somewhere.
Oh, nice.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hey.
Well, I'm Whitney Call, and I'm in the phase of life. I grew my hair out for the first time in 20 years. That's the phase of
Oh,
life I'm
it
in.
looks great.
Fun.
You're
Thank you.
beautiful with long
Well,
hair.
thank you. No, honestly, like I've loved having short hair, but I feel like that's also like a phase of momhood where it's like
Oh.
I no longer have like the little hands, the grabby. I don't have to
Yeah.
like I'm starting to put out like slightly breakable things sometimes for decorations.
You're living on the
like
edge is what you're
I
doing.
am. It's a risk because they are still
Yeah,
they're young
okay.
boys. I've got 9, 8, and 7, and they do break things sometimes, but it's not out of like curiosity. It's just if they throw balls
Yeah.
in the house or if they
Right.
wrestle,
Yeah.
and that happens less frequently, the breaking, than a toddler. So
Yeah.
that's the phase I'm in.
Hi, everyone. I'm G. Fitisemanu, and I am rocking the Council of Moms hats
Yeah,
because
way to
Yes, you
represent.
are.
Thank
if you wear a hat, you don't have to do your hair. I love hats.
you. I love it.
But yeah, I'm a mom of 5, and 4 of them actually are in college. One is
Wow.
married and has a real job that makes real money, and that's so awesome. And then I do have mom, so no pets, but lots of family. So there you go.
I love it. Well, thank you for being here. Here is our question that I'll get right into it. Dear Council of Moms, every year we set family goals, and every year I look back and realize that nothing ever got done. Or if it did, it was because I was pulling teeth and begging and threatening. I love the idea of family goal setting. I just think maybe we're doing it wrong, or maybe we don't have the right goals. So here's my question. Has anyone ever had success with family goals? And if so, what is your secret? This is hard because this brings up a lot of
sorry.
feelings for me because I am goal oriented. I am
mean,
list oriented. I have
Yes.
tried this. I relate to this mom because I'm like, did we do the goals or did I get
did I
frustrated
do
at
Eagle Scouts
framing
are all
something?
moms. Eagle Scouts
Yes,
are
they
all
are.
moms.
Amen, G.
Like, what are we
Oh,
doing?
man.
Can we just
I'd love to
say,
sit
like,
down
what
with
are we
this woman.
doing?
I just want to go to lunch with her and give her a hug and say,
Right?
Uh-huh.
let it go.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Like,
You really would say, don't do family goals.
Yeah.
family goals.
Yes. Yes.
That's how I feel about a family
100%.
goal. Like,
Okay.
what are you talking about family? Now, listen.
Now tell me
this
why.
is coming
Yeah.
from someone who, when you don't get married till you're 35,
Okay.
you've got a lot of ideas. And I came in just like
Guns
guns
a-blazing.
ablazing. I mean, I have a journal entry of everything we will accomplish as a family. And we're going to do everything. Family home evening. I mean,
All
it's
the
so
things.
absurd to think, even to the point where like, all my kids will play piano. This
Yeah.
is how absurd. I even made my daughter with special needs. She has cerebral palsy. She can't even use her right hand. I made her take piano lessons because we play the piano in our family. That's what we do. And she's like, she can only do this. She can only, her left hand's
I
good.
love it.
And her hit,
Tammy.
like
Tammy.
yeah, I
The
know.
realest thing I've ever heard.
Like that's how intense I was with my goal. I'm like,
If that's
I'm
not
sorry
like
you can't
an
play.
illustration of like, we will do the ideal no matter what, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
I know. I wish I was
Whoa.
joking. That is my truth. And finally, the spirit's like, let it go. Like, you're absurd. And I had to just rip that page up. And truly, the only family goals we have 2 in my family.
Okay. Okay.
And this is it.
okay.
The saying is, we're Halls. We're kind and we don't lie. And we like to laugh a lot. That's
I like
it.
that.
Like, if you
Kind,
can just
we
be
don't
nice
lie,
and not
we
lie.
laugh a lot. Oh, that
I don't
those
care
are
what you
great.
do and how it turns out, but like,
Yeah.
let it go. What family goals? That's just so insane because you can't get 5 people on board with just one thing. That's really hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Totally.
And for
I
what,
mean,
like, what are you trying to do? That's what I always think of.
Yeah.
Like, am I trying to drag my kids along? Because it feels like so many times I was of like, come on, I got this really great idea. Like, do this. This is for your
Yeah.
benefit. Dragging them along instead of like creating something together.
Yeah.
And
Right.
and I've just learned there's a total difference.
Yeah.
well,
between
looking
those
at
two things.
looking at like the nugget of probably all the goals I've wanted
sorry.
to do. Oh, no, you're okay.
That was really loud. I have
Mom
it
life,
off just
right
for
there,
my
hashtag
daughter.
mom
Just
life.
so I'm so sorry.
Multitask.
You better keep this in, Becca. Please keep this in.
Because I only have it just for my daughter who lives at home.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
I just need to make
Always
sure
No,
she's
you
okay.
gotta answer
No,
it,
This is
Lisa.
great.
Go
What a
ahead.
great
Answer
council of
it.
moms. No,
Go
I
for
just.
Answer it.
Oh, is she
Yeah.
okay?
You got it.
Sorry.
I
She
can
never
get
calls
my
me.
water. Well,
So-
There's
That's
nothing better than a
answer.
council
She
of
never
moms
calls
where
me,
we,
so let me just see.
the
Sorry.
fact that we answer our kids.
We can
while-
edit
I mean,
this.
We're texting our kids while we're recording.
I know. I'm like,
just
I'll
let-
call
let's
her
be
back
real.
then.
This is
I just-
life.
I just panicked.
No, you're okay. It also was probably really loud in your
True
ear
to
because
form,
your
now I
mic is
call
off.
her and she's not answering. If that is not,
It was a
She
misdial,
threw her
Reflective of
phone
right?
down and
parenthood.
ran, right?
I don't know what
Like,
is.
where did you go?
Hi, I'm recording a podcast. What are you doing?
Are you on air right now?
Hi.
Holla.
I'm
Hi,
so sorry. It's not even
cutie.
that important.
It's okay. Are you
It is
okay?
important.
Yeah. Can I borrow?
She wants to borrow an outfit. You look adorable.
Oh.
Yes, you can.
Thanks. Sorry
Thanks.
about that.
It's okay.
No.
I love it. I love you. Okay.
We are keeping this in. This is so good.
That's a real slice of motherhood.
There you
Gosh, she never
go.
calls me, so if she
She
calls me,
borrows
I'm
your
going to pick up. I'm so
clothes.
sorry.
That's so
Where were we? Oh,
sweet.
yeah, family goals.
Oh, I love
I love that. No, I love that she wants to wear your clothes.
I know. I was
and
like, you guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Hi.
a family goal right there, right?
there's a
there
win.
it is.
That's
See,
a
I think you
win.
should have family goals retroactively. Find out what your
Yeah.
family
There you go.
does well and say, yep, that was my goal.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I
Oh,
planned that.
for sure.
Then we
Pro
check
tip,
off a
mom
whole bunch
tip.
of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Get
Well,
your
and-
kid to call you.
For me, I feel like looking at like what's underneath my goals, like I mean, like what you're saying, Tammy, it's pretty simple. Like if I'm saying I want my boys, like right now, I really want my boys to read more real books
Yes.
and not graphic novels, which are just like
It doesn't
they're
matter.
taking over my life. And everyone says if they're reading, they're reading. But I'm like, but I want them to I want them to have read like, I don't know, Charlotte's Web by the time that they are like 10 years old. I feel like that's a good book to have read.
You
But
might
I'm like,
have to
hey.
read it to them.
I did.
Yeah.
Only, and 2 of them listened. So it's like, okay. But underneath the goal, what is it? Well,
Yeah.
I want my kids to be exposed to like good things.
right.
And then it's like, well, what's underneath that, right? You ask the 5 whys. They always say that, like, what are the 5 whys? Like, well, why is that important? Because I want them to have like a perspective outside of their own. Well, why is that important? Because I want them to be kind. So it's like, okay, just get down to like the root of why do I want these goals? It's like, because I want them to be kind. So it's like, well, there are so many ways to be kind.
And
There
to
are
get
so
there.
many ways to have empathy and see
Yeah.
outside yourself. So it's like, I don't think it needs to be, I need all of my children to have read Charlotte's Web by the end of 2025.
Or
But
all of
sometimes we
C.S.
get in
Lewis
there,
and
right?
Yeah.
And it's like we get
I
into these
know.
branches, but like get in the roots. What do you actually want your family to accomplish? That's more of a culture than a goal, right? And I think
Yeah.
those are really flexible.
But it's a hard part in mothering to admit that there are certain things that we want our kids to do or be that they don't want.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And it's vulnerable for like me, like I really identify with what you said, Whitney. Like I wanted all of my kids to love literature and to love reading. So I read to them every night. I took them to the library. I bought them books. I bought them whatever books they wanted to. I did everything within my power to get them to love reading.
Uh-huh.
And some of my kids love reading and some of them don't.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
That's
like, and then like now I look back and I just think, well, that's my agenda. That's not like
Right.
honoring who they are and what they want. I still think it's a good goal, like good for me.
Right.
You know, I roll my eyes at my younger self, but you're like asking those questions, like why? Why do I want them to read? Because I want to connect with them on that. Because I want them to be intelligent and well informed and get lots of different ideas and have that art like inside of them. Because
Yes.
I got so much joy out of it. Because I feel like I benefited so much from it.
Right.
But if they don't want it and they can get all of those values somewhere else, then what do I, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
It's hard though. It's hard to let that go though. I just want to acknowledge
Our
that.
family's very type A. And my husband
Really?
created a spreadsheet of the whole like life from, kindergarten all the way through
Whoa.
missions, college,
Wow.
graduate school.
Wow.
But the value of that, and the kids look at it and they laugh because they got that when they were 11 years old, 6 years old at a family council. And it's like, hey, this is our spreadsheet. This is where we're at. This is where you're going to
To a
be when,
6-year-old.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And so they grew up with the impression like, I know everything when it's supposed to happen, why it's supposed to happen. But I think the value of that is progress. I think goal setting is one thing, and it's a short term thing unless you have 3 to 5, 10-year plans. But I think showing them the value of that is showing progress at every stage in their life, meaning value your time and understand that there's things that can be done and should be done at a certain time in your life to prepare you for your next step, right? And the progress you can make at your life. Does everyone, fit in? No. We have a son that was like, I don't like school. I only go there to meet my friends. And
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
he had to take packets after just so he could graduate, right? He walked through the line, but he wasn't graduated yet. And
Mm.
now he's in college and he's like, "Darn, mom, I wish I would have went to school when I was supposed to go to school." But I tell him, "You know what, son? You have every advantage. You are smart, you are good looking, and you're physically strong. There isn't any blessing that you're going to be withheld, but you have to apply
Hmm.
yourself. That's the
Yeah.
key." And
Mm.
kids mature
Wow.
at different stages in their life. And that's not to say at 18, if you didn't graduate high school, that your life is doomed or
And
you,
you think it is, though, as a mom.
they
You think, like,
do.
I
Mhm.
used to think,
Yeah.
wait, if they don't
Mm-hmm.
graduate, like,
Oh, yeah.
this is the end. And I had a mom pull me aside, an older mom that was like, it's not the worst thing in the world. And
Right?
let me
Yeah.
tell you why. And I was like, this is a woman that I respected. So I appreciate you saying that, where I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, there's lots of options. They just,
And
yeah,
my
every kid's
husband
different.
would ride that kid like, "Go to class. What'd you do? Where's your homework?" Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "What's the worst thing that can happen?" So he doesn't graduate high school. He's still here. He's still alive. We're
Yeah.
still moving
Yeah.
forward. Like everyone needs to feel supported in their progress, whatever progress looks like. And so I just wanted to put that out there that I think another thing you had mentioned, Tammy, sorry, as I'm getting on this other tangent, is like having a family mission statement. Again, we're very type A in our family. And my husband is like the classic dad of like, we're going to have a mission statement and we're going to build it
Yeah.
on 3 words. Like you're saying, Tammy, you had like
Yeah.
certain 3 things that were priorities. And I think when you set those up, not that everyone has to do it in the same way, but it helps be the guardrails for like,
Mm.
okay, ours was faith, family, and education. It wasn't sports. We play a ton of sports. We have kids that are playing sports even in college. So, but
Yeah.
you see that sports isn't mentioned there because the fact is, not every child is going to be an athlete. But are they
Mhm.
still going to progress? Yeah, because guess what? You all can have faith at a certain level. You're all part of a family, and education is lifelong, right? So I
Yeah.
just
Mm.
feel like those guardrails are to help them understand that I am making progress. I am doing things. It's not to say I have to get all A's. It doesn't say that I get a scholarship. I have to go to an Ivy League school. Like
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
should be valued for making progress. And I think that's one of the things, even in a very structured type A family that we are, that we try to instill. It's all about progress and you
Yeah.
just moving forward. So,
Oh, that's so
I love that.
beautiful. I
I do
really like
too.
that a lot. That
I
I'm going to
think
be
Progress.
thinking about that for a long time.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
my favorite thing about what you said, G, is for everyone who's listening and who's like, goal setters or whatever. I love the main message, which is go ahead and set goals. Like, and
Yeah.
we joke about it, whatever. If your family wants to set goals, set them. But I love what G said is with every goal setting parent, you have to have the ability to pivot. And so I love that
Mm.
you've explained that to us, G. Like you might have a kid that doesn't fit the goal, but you've pivoted and found a way to help them meet their potential. And so I've loved that because I think that's really what goal setting, at the heart of goal setting, you have to be able to pivot when you're not reaching what you thought the goal was. So,
yeah.
Mhm.
And that doesn't mean that you haven't accomplished it. It's just that
right.
the path to accomplishing it may be different. And that's okay. I mean, I look at my kids and it's like, why aren't you guys dating? Like, come on, like someone needs to get married this year. Like, I mean, but who is it for me to say that? Like, do you just want me to go out and find some random person, mom, and just get married? I mean, is that really the goal? So I
Right.
feel like it's important to share your love for your kids first and foremost,
Yeah.
is that we love
Yeah.
you wherever you're at, and we will help you get to where you want to go, but to put a timeline on things is it's kind of hard, because then kids always feel bad, and goals
Right.
should not
Yeah.
make you feel bad. It should make you
Mm-mm.
feel like, man, I'm
Like you're
doing
working
things.
towards
Yeah.
something. You get that
Yeah.
dopamine hit because you're really working hard on something, not you, but the kid, right?
Right.
And so when
Yeah.
it's like family goals, you have to love the kid
Hmm.
where they are and you where you are, and not the ideal or the
Right.
idea of who you are, because that's not real.
I heard this allegory, I guess, this metaphor of like, when you are teaching your kid to drive, are you going to like put nails in the tires and grab the wheel so that you can help them learn to be a good driver? And it's like, no, because the road is already hard enough.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah,
just
don't make
them
it
being on
harder.
the road is going to be difficult. And what I hear you saying, G, is that like you're looking at your kids and you're saying, we want a family culture that's going to elevate them to the best that they can be, but
Yeah.
we're here to be soft places to land.
Yeah.
The world is already
Yeah.
going to get them out of their comfort zone and stretch them. And so we're here to just be able to like just be soft places when they come back from being thrown
Yeah.
out of their comfort zones.
And honestly, I think our kids they're hardest on themselves. Like that
Yeah.
self-talk that they hear in their head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would tell my husband, you you got to change the narrative. Like, you can't
Mm.
be like, what did you do? Where are you at? What's going on?
Yeah.
Because the kid can look at you and they already hear that narrative because you keep
Mm.
saying
You
it.
represent it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
even, our youngest son, he's like, I gotta leave this house. And I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, I gotta go stay with auntie. Like, I just can't deal
Oh.
with it. And it was so disheartening. And it was because, our kids are overachievers, and
Mm.
they just hit levels that we didn't even know they would hit, only because they didn't put ceilings on themselves. And they were just like, I'm just
Mm.
going to try. And guess what? It worked. But some
Mm.
kids are not like that, and they're not
No.
that way. And so our son was like, I got to leave this house because I haven't reached the levels that our other kids have reached, you
Oh,
know?
see?
And
Oh,
so
that breaks
it
my
was
heart.
almost like you're kind of doing the opposite
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
what you intend to do. And so in
Yeah.
that case, COVID happened. It shut everything down. He
Yep.
had to
It
stay with
changed
us.
everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then we got to see, like, what do goals matter? We're trying to live here.
Mhm.
People are
Yeah.
dying. Like,
I'm so glad you brought that up, because like this question is talking about like, hey, maybe I'm not doing it right, as if like we're looking around to other people.
yeah.
And I had a
Mhm.
similar experience, and I'll always be the advocate for like home and your family just needs to be the safe place,
Yeah.
because sometimes the world is not safe. And when you are dealing with a kid who doesn't want to live in their body,
Mhm.
and your goal, your
Mm.
family goals, everything changes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
wait, we're worried about, I mean, even like graduating or playing the piano, whatever it is, like that list is the
Yeah.
furthest thing on your mind. You want them to feel loved and safe. And so that changes it. So your goals will look different than other people's. And the kids notice it too. It's not
Yeah.
just us. And so knowing that you don't care about that you care more about them as an individual than any sort of accomplishment or goal, it should be the goal.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And it's so
Oh,
hard.
yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, Lisa, because I never thought in all my life, and this was not on my goal sheet at all.
Yeah.
And when I ripped up my list of goals, I remember at one point my only goal was to keep that child alive.
Well, and
My
a lot
only
of moms
goal
know
was
what
for
that
her to
feels
graduate
like, where
in
you're
her
like,
body. Yeah. Like that is scary.
Yeah.
it's
That was
scary. It's a
scary time in
horrible
our
place
home.
to live.
Yeah.
And
And that's
Yeah.
okay. Like
And that's
if
okay,
anyone's
too.
in that, like
Yeah.
we feel you. And that was a crazy goal for me to have, to keep this child alive. And
Well,
I
and
think
think
our
about
goals
all
that
the
were
other like goals too that like you don't see them coming of like, I mean, like I didn't see like coming, like one of our goals was like, help my children, help us to say goodbye to their father. Like,
Right.
like that's a
Yeah.
goal technically.
Right.
I'm not going to write it down. I'm not going to brag about it. I'm not going to, but I'm like, oh, I don't know actually how to do this goal. Or the same thing of like when you have a kid in crisis,
Yeah.
when you
Right.
have a family in crisis, when your family is like I mean, I know we're getting really like heavy and deep in the woods, but like
Right.
I think this is what triggers us all about this question. It's like, hang on.
Whoa.
Family goals and personal goals are super important, but what is at the core of
That's right.
why we're in a family?
Right.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it
Right.
really zeroes in. And sometimes life teaches you that, and sometimes it doesn't. But when kids leave the home, they know what they felt like in the home. They know the ideas that they were, like you don't have to make sure you taught them. They know when they go out. So is it aligned with what you intended?
Right. It's hard for us as moms to let go of that like power, like or it's it's hard in a way because we don't know what the end result is. That's my opinion. But we've had kids that have been in funks, right? Where you just love them through the funk and you're just like, life is messy, it's hard, but I'm with you, I'm here. And they come around. And I think what they remember most is how you treated them during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like,
Ooh, yeah.
wow, they do eventually leave the house, and for our son who was having that hard time, like, I gotta leave, he appreciates his dad because that's his dad's way of loving him. Even though he didn't get it at that time, he realizes now the value of having a father that was engaged, that was trying to figure out like how can we get you there? Because now he lives in a world with all these other people that didn't have a father that was engaged, and he knows how to move forward because his father taught him that. So I mean, at the time it didn't make sense, and that's what I call the funk. It's like you're trying, it's not working, you're beating your head up
Right.
against the wall, but at the end of the day, the love needs to be there, or like you say, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
then what
That's
are we
the goal.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
then
I
what is a
like that.
family?
I mean, it seems like what you're saying is like just show up, right? Just show up for your kids. And it sounds like a much more simplified way of parenting because you want your kids to like have all these opportunities and have all these
All of
traits
them
and
and all of the best.
you
Right.
wanted to have all the
Yeah.
best, right? You want that for your kid, but in reality, like maybe it sounds simplified to just say show up, but I think like that alone is still a hard thing to do, right? It's
Yeah.
still hard sometimes to show up in the funk.
Yeah.
It's hard to be able to like just reflect love, just reflect compassion. So I'd say like let's make that just our own focus because that'll take up enough of my time, right? It's just
Yes.
focusing on that.
Yeah. And like you said earlier, Whitney, like who's the goal for? Like asking all the whys.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
key.
Yeah.
Like if we're looking at like what's the secret? What is the secret?
Right.
Like who's it for?
Yeah, we're caught up in this society of performative parenting. Like I think a lot of times goals is so that we look good as parents.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's me. That is my
No,
list. I
ouch,
was that
feel like
mom
called
early
out.
on.
No, for sure.
But I just want to say, like, even though they go through those hard times are teaching moments. If you pull the kid
Yep.
away from those teaching moments, they don't grow that grit, that
Yeah.
backbone that's going to sustain them when mom and dad aren't around. So don't think that those times are actually um, pulling them backwards. That situation is going to propel them forward at a later time. And now our
Right.
kid is the most like lovable, approachable, like he has such a magnetic personality because he's been through those hard times, right?
Yeah.
And talk about a family goal.
Yeah. We didn't
It's
even
what
know
you want
that.
anyway.
But he's
Yes.
he's like so approachable because sorry, anyone that goes through hard things has a humility
Yes.
that welcomes so many people. And I think about if we would have made him hardened, right, to just do the goal, we'd
Right.
lose out on his love for people. So sorry I'm getting so emotional,
No,
but
you don't need to
No.
apologize here. Are you
You're
kidding
speaking
me?
truth.
just
Yeah.
don't be so hard
That's
that the
beautiful.
kids lose that power to relate.
Mm.
Because I think when he shared that with his circle of friends, it made him human to them
Mm.
because he could get hurt, because he could be, you know, depressed, because he could be not motivated, And I think a lot of kids go through that thinking they're bad and I shouldn't be experiencing this. I'm supposed to do the goal. And it's like, that is the goal in this life, to be tested and
Ooh,
tried. That is the goal.
that is the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not to
Amen.
save them from all of those
No.
experiences,
Right.
which
Yeah.
I think I inadvertently was doing for a while.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I
Right.
just want to clear your path.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, G.
That was
I love
beautiful.
You're
that.
welcome.
G.
Thank you for being so open to allowing me to just blubber on.
I mean,
No,
I
it's
mean, here's the thing.
perfect.
Like, in that is so much love that you have for him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is the best goal. Like, you can,
That's the
there's
goal.
no, like, to love your kids for who they really are deeply.
Right.
And to be like, then you are their safe place. No matter what happens in the world, they know that they have that. Oh, that's such a gift. Wow.
That was beautiful.
I can't say anything better.
Nope.
That was really great.
We'll go back
That's
to
the
the
secret.
scratch and sniff.
That's the secret. Scratch
The
and
salty
sniff.
tears.
Yes,
Salty
salty
tears. Scratch and sniff
tears.
right there.
Salty tears.
Tears of
That was
joy, right?
beautiful.
The
Yeah.
taste of motherhood. Salty tears. This has been so beautiful. Thank you so much for being so vulnerable and sharing, like, part of yourselves. I think this is what we need as moms, right? Like, to know, am I the only one? This is what happened to me. This is the mistake I made, or this is how it turned out, and not just processing it, but just saying, I know this thing. I learned this thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I would have known it earlier, but now I know. And sharing it with other people, I think there's something really generous about that. So thank you so much. And thank you for listening. And to this, you can listen wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can watch us over on YouTube. And if you like this, please subscribe wherever you listen and share it with someone. And send us your questions. You can DM us on Instagram or just leave a question here. We read every single one. The Council Moms is a production of BYU Radio. And thank you so much to my excellent counsel.